GAT is basically stands for Grassroots Advocacy for Tinubu 2027, with a mandate to interrogate Tinubu's policy in terms of its impacts on the society, communicate its policy to everybody, deal with wrong narrative from opposition, particularly the distortions. So we run almost real-time rebuttals for any distorted information that the opposition want to confuse the public. And so we are basically concerned with telling people what Tinubu has done and why they should vote for him for 2027. And why are we talking about that? We're talking about that because of the economy. The economy is stable right now. The inflation is dropping. You know about that. Students are having student loan now to go to school free of charge, and several other things. If you go to the market, the price of food items are reducing. If you look at our roads, there are like construction sites everywhere. It is difficult before. Throughout the period of 16 years of PDP, there wasn't any road for us to travel through. But today, you can travel on double lane from Abuja to Makurdi, and there are several of those roads going out everywhere. There are flyovers now that are done cities and state capitals and all that. And so if we want more agenda to benefit from, we can only talk about Tinubu, and that is the grandmaster. He inherited a treasury of zero, and today we are talking about an external reserve of over 48 billion US dollars and all that. So who will not talk about re-electing Tinubu for 2027? That's what GAT does. And currently, because of our structure and wide network, we have translated Tinubu's policies into over 80 languages, different Nigerian languages. And I'm sure Nigerians are seeing it, the social media spaces and all that. So that's what we do basically.
Okay, so how would you describe your leadership style and how has it helped to build the national...
My leadership style is focus on the mandate of GAT. And the only people that will drive it is the team that I have. And that's why my leadership is purely that of people-oriented. It's a people-oriented leadership that is focused on actualizing the mandate of GAT.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Once again, what's your name? And lastly, what are you expecting to see in this coming election? And how is GAT going?
We're in Abuja area, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The area council election for Abuja has just been concluded. Before we had 5/6 and now 6/6. That's a litmus test. The opposition were running up and down on the streets of Abuja, telling people that Tinubu is not going to come back in 2027. And they told everybody that Abuja election is going to be a litmus test if the coalition, the ADC, will dethrone Tinubu in 2027. And when the election was conducted, you can just see that it's 6/6. And that's what it's going to be in 2027. It's Tinubu all the way. City boy all the way, master strategies all the way. And if we want to stabilize this economy, the only answer to it is our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's why we're celebrating.
Okay, my final question, sir, I want to give it to you. It says strategic nation builder. So why do you think they gave you that word?
Because I think I'm benchmarking my principal, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a strategist. I'm also a strategist by profession. I specialize in strategic management. Probably they look at my CV and profile and feel that they need to give you an award in my field. That's why they have done this. But I must commend them for thinking beyond the regular thing to give me an award in the field that I will cherish. So I must commend them for thinking deep.
Thank you very much, sir. Once again, a very, very last question. I keep asking people. Everybody see Nigeria as a country that is not safe. And people in diaspora always say politics is not good in Nigeria. Coming from you and what you're saying, how do you sell politics to the world?
There's no transition without politics. Politics are an integral part of any society. And if you are thought about skirmishes in politics, it is everywhere. In US, UK, everywhere. Brazil and all that. I think what we have seen in Nigeria is not half of what we saw during the election of Donald Trump when he contested the second term that he lost out. So it's a normal thing. And I think Nigeria is growing. We are getting matured, and the politics becoming more peaceful. We are now understanding ourselves much more. Also, the rules of engagement are becoming much better. If you notice, they just concluded Congress elections. You discovered that it was just an affirmation. That means that we realign our interests to return those who are doing well. And there hasn't been any issue arising from the election. But you also realize that the president set up a reconciliation committee before the congresses. A lot of work went underground before the congresses, and today we are becoming more peaceful. That's the maturity I told you about, and that's the strategic engagement that the president is having to stabilize the political space. So going forward, we are going to be better. We are going to be more peaceful, and Nigeria will be safer than how it has ever been for our children.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Which state are you from?
Okay, my name remains Chief Chikamwa for Kizito. I'm a BOT member representing Ebonyi State, and National Secretariat of Grassroots Advocacy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027.
BOT, Ebonyi State.
Yes.
GAT. Are you telling us GAT is in Ebonyi State?
Of course. I'm laughing because Ebonyi State is GAT. GAT is Ebonyi State. I think on December 12, 2025, an inauguration of GAT for southeastern Nigeria took place at Ebonyi State, and some of you were there and witnessed the mammoth crowd that came out from the eastern region of Nigeria to witness the inauguration of Grassroots Advocacy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And as a matter of fact, our governor, the governor of the youth, the governor of the women, the governor of the elderly people, Right Honorable Ogbonia Francis Nwifuru, has actually did wonderfully well to make the inauguration of Grassroots Advocacy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the southeastern Nigeria a state function where the governor received all the national executive in his cabinet office in Ebonyi State, and also made it mandatory that all the state executive officers, parastatals, and all what have you were in a venue of that inauguration, and at the end of the day, the inauguration went peacefully and well. So that was.
Where are you seeing grassroots advocacy in the next 4 years? With the speed you are moving with?
Well, thank you very much, because grassroots advocacy, from my own test, my own experience, from what I'm seeing around, grassroots advocacy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by the next 4 years, will take over the country as the only national support group of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is actually advocating for grassroots people. I don't see any other national group that are doing what a grassroots advocacy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing in this country. So because of that, between now and next year, next 2 years, next 3 years, up to the 4 years, grassroots will take over the entire country for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear.
So let me just meet you, sir, your name.
I'm Ambassador Prince Abayomi Johnson, Odeniro.
Okay, so what's happening here today? And I also saw that they gave the national coordinator an award. How do you feel about this award?
Well, I feel so excited because our national coordinator has been doing so great. For the past few months I met him, he has committed himself, he has dedicated his time and energy towards the success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's second time in office come 2027. And seeing us today, we are here at the National Secretariat of Grassroots Advocacy for Tinubu 2027. It is a privilege for me to be in attendance, to be here, to be part of this great people, great family comes together to champion one cause, one family, to build this in order to achieve one agenda at the end of the day. And the agenda is for us to make sure that we put our support together to make sure that the president re-elected in 2027, because the president has done so much. When we're talking of security, he has done massively. We can see that the kidnapping of the thing has reduced, and the roads are not durable for people. Even people that are in diaspora that are saying now maybe Nigeria is not safe, is because some of them are not visiting home. If they visit, they will see that Nigeria is now becoming safer. There is crime everywhere, all over the country. There's beggar everywhere. When I was in US, I saw a lot of beggar on the street. on the park, I saw a lot of beggars. So you can find riffraff, the touts, anywhere across the whole world. So it's not about Nigeria. Nigeria is a place whereby every African country are looking up onto. If Nigeria gets it right today, I believe the whole Africa will be liberated. Thank you.